It's been a minute. Sorry about that. I feel like I was on a tear there for a while of like remembering. Like I every time I would think of making a video, it'd be like, oh, it's like I don't know, 3 p.m. on a Wednesday, and I'm at work and I can't do it right now, but I'll do it later after work, and then I would just forget until some other time that was super inconvenient. So it was like it was always like on my mind at all the wrong times, but now it is an evening and I am at home and I have an actual chance to remember. So here I am making a video. Um, I didn't go back and rewatch all of them because, frankly, if I had to do that, then I wouldn't make the video at all. And I have learned that about myself in the past that if I'm very completionist, then it'll just never happen. Um, so like my strategy now is get back into it and then go from there. And then week to week, it's easy. It's just hard when it's like a whole bunch all at once. Um, but I did watch the last one, and uh, English is not working right now. Kate, your shirt was "I'm not clumsy. The floor just hates me." I like was dying at that. That is fantastic. I don't know if you've worn that like a million times before, and I just haven't noticed. But like that was fantastic. It's a great shirt. Um, I have all the respect for the knitting you do because that as an activity, like the concept of it stresses me out. I feel like I would be very bad at it. I do not have the dexterity for that, so I'm always impressed. Like anybody who can crochet or knit or even like cross stitch, I just like that. I don't have that part of the brain. Um, but I can say you're talking about like knitting to deadline and working faster and working more efficiently. I work that way in life. Like if I'm working to deadline, I can get things done. If I'm like super efficiently, super well. If I'm not working to deadline, nothing happens. Nothing gets done. It's terrible. Which is why I'm such a good uh, nano writer compared to real life writer. I mean, better, not good, but like I work way better trying to write during nano. Speaking of which, so April is traditionally Camp NaNoWriMo. And I went into April 1st like, forget it. I didn't do well last Nano. Like, I maybe made it 18,000 or 20,000 words or something. Um, I have enjoyed working on that project on and off once a week or so, but I'm not passionate about doing it for 30 consecutive days. Fast forward to April 2nd. So I was like, oh, I guess I should. I'm telling the story out of order. So I came up with an entire plot of basically an entire novel, including several like key scenes, and they all just kind of appeared in my head, and then they just like, oh, I don't have the notebook in front of me, but like pages and pages and pages of notebook of like this size notebook, um, like handwritten, and then I had to go and like type it into my computer, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm maybe doing a nano thing. So I didn't actually write any words until April 3rd, at which point I did like 3,000, and today I'm at like 2,000. So I don't know if I'll actually be able to keep up a consistent 1,700 word pace daily. I mean, I'm not sure, but I am having fun working on it. So to go back to where this story should have started if I had started it in order. Um, so I don't write romance novels, but I sure do read a lot of them. Um, and some of the ones I've read are the Bridgerton books, including the second Bridgerton book, which is a fantastic book and very, very fun, and nothing like the show. The first season, they were so true to the book, and the second season, they butchered it and destroyed it, and I was devastated. Um, so, anyway, that's fine. So, I read it in like the so, I read the book on Thursday and Friday, the entire book, and then I watched the entire second season on Friday and Saturday, and then I reread the entire book on Sunday and Monday because I needed it as a palate cleanser. And then I went and read books 3 and 4 as well, and now I'm waiting for 5 out from the library. But yeah, so I was like super like Bridgerton mindset for a while there, and I really like books 2 and 3. If you're ever looking for a romance novel you haven't read before and you like those books or something, I think they're both very fun. Um, I like can't keep my brain straight in order with words. What the heck? Um, so I was like, the main character has a certain distinct personality trait kind of thing, like very stubborn, but like about specific things. Um, and I kind of was like, well, what if he was stubborn about this and went in like this totally different plot direction? And then it kind of escalated and spiraled, and it was like, well, what if this instead of that and this instead of that? And so it's not anything like Bridgerton, but it's just like the stubbornness is there. And I feel like to some extent, how he would have handled the situation that did not happen in Bridgerton is how he would have handled, is how my character is handling this. I do not write romance. I have never written romance. I've never even had a desire to write romance, but then this whole plot appeared in my head, so now I'm going to try, which is weird because, like, I'm not sex motivated. So, like, figuring out how to write that would be very interesting if I could get that far into this. Although, like, Jane Austen doesn't have sex scenes. Like, I could just write it without. I don't know. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. Also, I'm like 5,000 words into this. It's very brand new. I bought a virtual reality headset, which I realize now, belatedly, I should have brought as a prop to hold up. But too late now because it is 5 feet away from me and I do not have the bandwidth to edit this video with cuts between them. So I'm not going to. I got it because my friend had one and she was like, hey, we can do like social hangouts together and we can like play games together and stuff. And I was like, all right, okay, I'll do that. And I didn't go to spring training this year. So basically I figured that would have cost the same amount as the VR did. So I was like, okay, well, it's basically a trade. And it's been so fun. So I played this game. I had started at my friend's house, but then I bought the game so I could finish it. Which is like a series of logic puzzles. It's kind of like an escape room, actually, only weirder. I don't know how to describe it. But it's like basically an escape room. It's like logic puzzles to get from point A to point B to move from room to room. And it was super fun and rewarding. And when I finished, I was like really proud of myself. Like, I've never bought myself a video game system. I've never had a Switch. I've never had an Xbox. I've never had whatever. Like, I had a Game Boy and a PlayStation when I was in high school, but like that's a really long time ago and I haven't lived that life in a long time. So like I'm excited to kind of explore that now because like everybody I know owns a Switch, like the like handheld kind. So now it's like, okay, now I have my game thing too. And my friend and I, like, I live in California, which sucks, and she lives in New Jersey, where I want to be. But we watched a movie together, which we watch movies together all the time, but specifically this time, our avatars sat in a room together with a TV screen in front of us, and we watched the movie, and we could talk to each other. And when you're like talking to another person's avatar, you have something on your hands and something on your head. So anytime you move your hands or your head, your avatar moves similarly. And every time you talk, its mouth moves, and you can like do specific hand gestures. So like you can like point to things and thumbs up and all that. So it's like it's so cool. It really felt like I was in a room with her because like her mouth was moving when she was talking, and it was awesome. And I really like it was a. It felt very cool to be like I'm watching a movie in a room with my best friend. So that was fun. And somehow it's been 8 minutes. I feel like this is barely coherent. Also, like I don't know what it is, but like I cannot keep my eyes on the screen. I feel like I keep just doing this all the time, and I have to be like back to focus, back to focus, back to focus, and I keep not doing it. There we go. I don't know how to stop. Yeah, so this is not coherent. However, I'm very excited to be going to Oregon. I have never been to Oregon. I am very excited to finally go there and to see what it's like and to meet people who live in Oregon because that'll be very exciting for me. Uh, I'm not drunk. Why do I seem like I'm drunk? I'm just very excited. I've read like 5 books in the last 8 days and also started a novel and also played like several hours of VR stuff. Like I don't know how all of these things have fit into the hours of like daytime, and I have gotten sleep for like weeks. It's great, which I wasn't getting sleep before. So in general, life is good, and I'm gonna sign off here because now it's been 9 minutes. And I can't wait to see you guys next week. Don't forget to be awesome.